Hi, I'm John from Just Music, and today I am going to be reviewing the latest Devo B-52’s concert that I went to last week, Thursday, October 2nd, at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts, with the opening act, Lene Lovich. And we're going to do a little background on her, Devo, and the B-52’s, and I will tell you what I think, but I think you already know what I think. I was there to see Devo. It's Devo has always been on my bucket list, and they did not disappoint. Before I start with the concert review, what I do before each show is I have every concert ticket that I've ever had in my life in this bucket, and I will just randomly pick one out, and I'll just tell you my thoughts on that particular show if I can even remember it. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, yeah. I don't even know what venue this was, but so this was a band called Spirit Family Reunion. They were, I don't know if they're still around. I haven't seen them around in a while, but they are like roots rock, folk, Americana. Um, their music style goes back to like the 1920s, 1930s, and it doesn't even say. So this is a brown paper ticket, general admission. I've seen them a couple times. I don't know what venue this was. Um, I don't know, but they're excellent. If you get a chance to check out Spirit Family Reunion, if you're into old school, old folk Americana with a little bit of country, with fiddles and high energy, these kids were really, really good. They're from New York City, and a bunch of old souls. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. All right. Lena Lovich, last Thursday night, October 2nd, 2025. She opened the show. She only performed for 22 minutes, and she did her hit, her big hit, Lucky Number. Um, so Lena Lovich, Lene Lovich. Um, Google her, but her big hit was Lucky Number. And she was like she was a big hit in the late 70s. She was like a goth glam version of Cyndi Lauper before there was a Cyndi Lauper. I think Lena Lovich, I would kind of describe her as Patti Smith meets Cyndi Lauper, but she was an original. 76 years old, and she put on a great show, even though they probably only allowed her to play 22 minutes. Um, then there was a bit of an intermission, and then Devo came on, and two of the original members have died, but there is two or three original members in this current lineup, and one of them is the brother of one of the brothers that died. Um, High energy, and their big hits obviously is "Whip It," "Satisfaction," "We Are Devo," um, "Uncontrollable Urge." My favorite song by Devo is called "Gut Feeling," but they did not play that. Probably because they were a supporting act and they couldn't do their full show. But they did four or five full costume changes, and they did not disappoint. And yes, they came out with the hats, they came out with the yellow suits, they came out with the black suits, with the T-shirt that says Devo on them. High energy. They were running around like they were in their 20s. It was an absolute blast. If you like Devo, uh, check them out on this current tour. Um, and then B-52's, they were really good too. They were a fun show. They played, they didn't disappoint. They played all their hits, and they end with Rock Lobster at the very end, and they have this person dressed up as this giant lobster running around on stage. And some shows they do a confetti drop. The one I was at, they did not do that. But what's interesting about watching concerts on YouTube. Excuse me, I have something in my throat. Hang on, let me cleanse my palate. Sorry about that. So before I saw the B-52 show, I was just scrolling around on YouTube, and I saw a full concert, a recent concert performance of B-52's in Las Vegas, and I wasn't impressed. I think they had like a little mini residency there. It kind of, by watching it on YouTube, it kind of felt like they were going through the motions, and I didn't see a lot of chemistry between uh, Fred Schneider and the two girls. But when I saw him live, um, a whole different experience. The energy level was so much higher. They seemed to have little more of a lot more of a spark, but still an interesting observation on my end. And maybe this is the way they've always been, because I've only seen B-52s once. But um, Fred Schneider is always in the middle, and the each one of the girls is on each one of his side. But there was no interaction with the performers, except one for like 10 seconds. The two girls did kind of had a little face off where they were dancing against each other. But when the concert was over, they didn't hug, they didn't do a group bow, or when they came on as three individuals and they left as three individuals. Um, when I saw them on YouTube, I felt like I was watching performers doing their jobs, and I think that's kind of probably where they're at. I just get the vibe that maybe they're not friends anymore. I don't know. Um, I could be totally wrong. That's just my take on it. But it was an absolute fun night, a beautiful night. A little bit on the chilly side, but if I ever get the chance to see Devo again, I definitely would. They are just an incredible live act. Awesome. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and check out my other channel, Just Whiskey. And rock on, everybody. We are Devo.